Yeah, namaste. I am Sabarmatee from Odisha. I work with an organization called Sambhav, which means possible. Besides different activities, many other activities, we are also focusing on conservation of biodiversity, both wilderness and also agricultural biodiversity. And here the question is, how do we link gender, seed, and the method of farming, whether it's chemical, natural, or organic, whatever it is. So, women have played a major role in discovering agriculture in the history. And they also contributed very immensely, contributed in a big way for conservation of indigenous varieties. The communities faced a lot of challenges like flood, drought, cyclones, tornadoes, and pandemics, so famines, wars, fire breakouts, a lot of things, challenges like that over millennia. But despite all these challenges, they conserved lakhs, hundred thousands, more lakhs and lakhs of varieties of seeds all across the globe, and women were a major player in that. So this is the historical contribution of women, and as the modern varieties entered into practice, entered into our fields through green evolution technologies, men started buying the modern seeds, which are called improved varieties, high-yielding varieties, and hybrids, and now GMO, things like that. So in that case, generally men go out to the markets, to the block offices, and companies come to them, approach them. Other extension agencies like government also, government officials approach men particularly. So they establish a connection with the external world. Earlier, seed was a biocultural heritage and never was a material of business. It was never being traded. So after this green revolution started, it was started getting material, commercial material, considered as a commercial material, and started the trade started. People started buying them, or got through the government systems, or got as gifts from the companies, like that. So women generally don't go out to buy the inputs, whether it's seed or fertilizer or pesticides like that, or machineries like that. So whatever little they were conserving, this it started vanishing very fast, and whatever little was there left in their backyards, that also got vanished very fast because of the entry of the modern seeds of vegetables, besides the staple crop like rice, wheat, etc., or maize. So with entry of chemical farming, the women's role was minimized, and they might be paid for other activities when they work as labor, but for seed conservation they were never paid. They were never paid in the whole history. And now also they are not paid for the conservation of their own seeds. So in that way, their contribution is unmatched with anybody else. And there was a transition from indigenous varieties to modern varieties, where the gender roles changed, and there is a retransition again. There is a new interest that is emerging for indigenous variety conservation, because some people have realized that how their biocultural endowment or material has been degraded because of the entry of the chemical farming. So some individuals started on their own conserving seeds, and some institutions also supported communities, farmers communities, and to have their seed banks to conserve indigenous varieties, like that. And very few states like Odisha, very recently, with support from NGOs, civil society organizations, started recognizing the indigenous varieties one variety called Kala Champa in rice, and 4 varieties of ragi. But what happened to all other varieties? There are thousands and thousands of varieties. And if any mainstream institution, government institution, or say ICR research body uh, is collecting the biodiversity of that particular species on which they are researching, they are paid highly. But all these small and marginal farmers, they are never paid for their services. And when they conserve the varieties, and from seed conservation at individual level or community level, seed banks have emerged. That's a very interesting concept. People are getting, it's like collective effort for seed conservation, as well as seed exchange, and also marketing. So a lot of challenges are there, and I don't know how they are going to face the huge billionaires in the market, like many MNCs and many other local companies also. So, but there is still hope, despite all their roles, all their allurement. They are still conserving the indigenous varieties. We need to do support them, and then only you understand how important their work is. It's not just a material thing, it comes with the knowledge, whole set of knowledge. If I say about like clove bean or jack bean, winged bean, how they were grown, if I ask the present generation agriculture students, they may not be able to tell about it at all. They won't be able to tell. But whereas like see, it's like jack bean or say sword bean, they contain a lot of protein compared to many other bean varieties, but they are not sold in the market, but you find them in the backyards. They're also vanishing very fast. We have to like create an environment both among the producers and the consumers, so that their role is strengthened and they are encouraged to produce more. And we can relate all these activities with research, with climate adaptation or resilience, with conservation of our biocultural heritage, and regendering the role of seed conservation and nutrition, all these aspects. So thank you very much.